take some minutes to declutter our brain and to decompress our heart. And here and now, all your emotions are valid as they are, and I don't will judge them. I won't try to fix them. I won't try to convince you to feel otherwise. I just will sit with you in exactly what you feel right now and experience. Because why we should try to force something and to make an experience out of emotions that we actually don't feel and experience. That is not aligned, and that will lead to you feeling actually out of place. So maybe I can invite you to breathe with me right now. And as we breathe, try to be conscious where you feel a certain stagnation in your body while you're breathing in. And then try to breathe into this exact stagnation with some extra love and extra oxygen just for that place in your heart. It can be in your heart area, it can be in your stomach, in your shoulders, in your tiptoes, in your ears, wherever, in your jaw, wherever you feel it. Okay. So, let's start. Breathe in and hold it for 4, 3, 2, 1. And breathe out. Hold it for 4, 3, 2, 1. Four, three, 2, 1. And breathe out. I think we all have experienced that situation where we met a person where we felt like we could be to a big degree, to a big part ourselves around them. I don't know if that's the case for you, but I don't experience that every day. But whenever I feel like I have encountered such a person, it gives me such a boost of confidence back into humanity, and that's what I try to contribute for you, for us, while sitting here. Because we are creators, in fact, and we are creative, in fact, and we need to go into exchange, because sometimes we assume that the world is as we perceive it, but it's not, we tend to see life through a certain lens. And then a person, a situation, a place, a song, food, even art, whatever comes along your way, and you travel, best, example, and you realize there's so much more out there. There's so much more out there, and it takes you out of your mindset. And I think whenever we try to actually cultivate that and get rid of the victim mentality, like, oh, why is this happening to me? And I've been there as well, I'm not judging it again, but that's when we become our own creator of our own life. And if you are so impatient like I am, you maybe also tried a long time to take shortcuts because you're impatient, and then you aim for and seek like short time pleasure. However it looks for you. For some it's caffeine, for some it's nicotine, for some it's weed, for some it's video games, food, porn, social media, escaping in sport even, or you get the drill. But for right now, you are on your journey, you are on your path, and that is fine. I know it sounds like such a cliche, really, but you are exactly where you are supposed to be. You are in a grocery store right now, or you're about to go to the grocery store, or to work, or to a friend, or to a party, or wherever, cleaning your car, seeing your mother, and you think like, I'm still not the person I want to be. But you still go there as you are right now, because that's who you are. And of course you are in progress, and you don't need to show up in perfection and I have figured that all out in order to be meaningful in your journey. That is a part of it. Maybe going to the grocery store in such a cluttered state of mind is exactly what you need to experience right now, to have this brutal acceptance that you feel uncomfortable in your body, in your mind, but you still go and you strengthen your limitations. You challenge the fear of being perceived in your imperfection, because an imperfection doesn't mean you're flawed. It just means you are a person, a human being. And after that grocery store, after the discomfort, after, you attain something in a state of mind, you decide you felt like it's not optimal. You collect a certain strength. And if you could do it one time, you can do it another time. And if you can do it another time, you can make a habit out of it. And the habit then becomes like, you are the creator, you drive this car, and not vice versa. And I think that's a very beautiful thought, and maybe I could mirror that back to you. And with that I mean your own strength back to you, because I know that there is the strength inside of you. And you're doing a damn fine job. You woke up today, you brushed your teeth, or maybe if you couldn't brush your teeth, you washed it out with water. And I think that is exactly the baby steps are what makes a bigger picture. The painter doesn't go along its way and smashes 1 liter of color on the canvas. No. Every stroke is placed with thought, with meaning, with an idea, with mistakes, with fear. Excuse me. And it takes time. Sorry. Just as my digestion, it takes time. And step by step, he creates a picture. And we shouldn't only focus on the outcome. And I'm doing that a lot. I think I kind of discovered a certain habit, a pattern. I think I realized that I don't like tasks where I feel like I don't really can plan the outcome, if that makes sense. For example, if I'm cooking, I know exactly what I want to cook, even though I don't have a recipe. I know the outcome and I enjoy it. I like it. If I'm cleaning, I can motivate myself to clean my flat like I did today, because I know the outcome will look clean and good and nice, and I will feel sit in a clean and quiet flat, and I enjoy that feeling. But if I, for example, start a puzzle, I become so impatient because I don't know if I will be able to finish that puzzle, and then this impatient side of me gets kicked in. And this is why I like exercising, moving my body. I'm not even saying like hardcore exercising, but just, staying in the routine. Because in a way it gives me predictability, but also uncertainty, because you wake up I wake up every morning, especially with endometriosis. I don't know how my body will react today, so I just try to take it as it comes. You get what I'm saying? But to have this certain pattern recognition is a real skill, because then you start to become observant. And when you start to become observant, you're not really judging it anymore. It's just like a weird, and maybe you will judge it also, but it's more like a weird sensation sometimes. Like you just see a house, see a tree, see people, see the sun, see a car, and you just see it, and sometimes it almost feels like abstract and far away. But you do the same with your feelings, with your emotions, and with that what happens, you don't identify yourself with these emotions anymore, or not as often. I'm not saying like a master guru. And some days are really dark, and really exhausting. And I can go very deep as well with my thoughts, but I think if you have this repetition on ordinary days, it becomes easier to attain and lock into that skill to observe it instead of identify with that whenever days get really, really hard, and even if it's like only helping 1%. So, thank you for staying and hearing me ramble and breathing with me and just being with me. I am with you. I am really with you, and you can come back to this video every time you want, and you can, if you have an idea for another video or recommendations or a wish, let me know that and I will make it work. And I'm here with you in all your emotions and all your uniqueness. You are one individual, and you are not supposed to be like everyone else, and there is so much strength, and you need to be so brave to understand and to act on that. But we are all on that journey. We are all on that journey in our own different ways. But your journey is very important, and I really want to be a part of it, and in this digital way. I might not be physically with you, but I'm